Imagine waking up to the sound of a heavy match striking, as a gas lamp flickers to life beside your bed. You don't hear the silent hum of electricity or the buzz of a smartphone. Instead, you hear the heartbeat of the world through a rhythmic hiss of steam and the grinding of massive gears. When you pull back the velvet curtains, the skyline isn't filled with glass skyscrapers but with towering structures of iron and brick, their tops disappearing into a golden-brown haze. Above them, massive wood-paneled airships held aloft by hydrogen and silk drift lazily through the clouds like whales in a metallic sea. This is a world where the digital revolution never happened because humanity mastered the mechanical one so perfectly that we never felt the need for a silicon chip. In this reality, power is a physical, living thing that you can feel through the soles of your shoes. Every building is anchored by a massive boiler core in the basement, where water and coal create the high-pressure energy needed to run everything from the elevators to the kitchen appliances. Instead of checking a digital screen, you monitor your home's health through polished brass pressure gauges and copper pipes that snake through the walls. If you need to calculate something complex, you don't reach for a pocket calculator, you visit a massive difference engine. These mechanical computers are the size of entire rooms, filled with thousands of rotating gold gears that whir and click for minutes before spitting out your answer on a strip of punched parchment. Even the lighting has a soul, as streets and homes are bathed in the warm, flickering amber glow of limelight, giving the world the permanent aesthetic of an old, sepia-toned photograph. Moving through this world is an adventure in itself. On the ground, you might hop onto a steam-powered carriage that coughs out white puffs of vapor as it struggles up a cobblestone hill, or perhaps you'd ride a giant wheeled velocipede through the crowded streets. For long-distance travel, the sky is the only way to go. You'd board a luxury zeppelin for a 3-day journey across the ocean, relaxing in a private cabin while the sound of the massive propellers drones softly in the background. Your clothing reflects this industrial lifestyle, emphasizing durability and style in equal measure. You'd likely wear a heavy leather duster coat to keep the ever-present coal soot off your fine waistcoats and corsets, and you'd never leave home without your brass-rimmed goggles. These aren't a fashion statement, they are essential protection against flying sparks, oil leaks, and the high-pressure steam that occasionally bursts from the pipes lining the sidewalks. However, life in a world of brass and steam has a darker, grittier side. Because everything runs on coal, the atmosphere is a thick mixture of natural mist and industrial smoke, creating a constant fog that often hides the sun. In the industrial heart of the city, the soundscape is a never-ending symphony of metal hitting metal, where the ringing of blacksmith hammers and the chugging of massive water pumps serve as the soundtrack to your life. To handle the intense manual labor, inventors have created automata, wind-up robots governed by complex clockwork internal organs. These machines don't think or feel, but they can be wound up to perform repetitive tasks like sweeping or serving drinks until their internal springs finally run dry. Even communication and medicine feel more tactile and mechanical. Without the internet, messages are sent through an intricate web of pneumatic tubes. You'd write a note, seal it in a brass capsule, and drop it into a vacuum pipe where it travels through miles of underground plumbing to its destination in seconds. If you were to fall ill or suffer an accident in a factory, medicine would be a strange blend of herbal remedies and high-end mechanics. A clockwork surgeon might replace a lost limb with a piston-driven steel prosthetic that requires daily oiling but offers strength far beyond a human arm. Scientists even whisper about the ether, a mysterious energy in the air that they hope to harness for wireless telegraphs or experimental ray guns. Ultimately, living in a steampunk world means living in a reality that feels solid, heavy, and intentional. Nothing is disposable, and everything is built to be repaired with a wrench and a bit of grease. It is a world where humanity's ambition is written in iron and powered by the simple, violent expansion of boiling water. While we might miss our air conditioning and high-speed internet, there is something undeniably romantic about a timeline where every gadget has a soul of gears and every journey begins with the blast of a steam whistle. If you could step through a portal into this world, you'd find a place where craftsmanship is king and the future looks exactly like a masterpiece from the past.